Okay, so for today's class, we're gonna need a yoga brick or a pretty solid paperback book. And you're gonna grab 2 towels or sliders, or just wear socks that you could slide around in. If you have carpeted floors, you can also do pages of magazines. So place those props near you. We're gonna start with that yoga brick or the paperback book. You're gonna lie down on your back. Place that brick between your inner thighs. Make sure that it's a little lower underneath your knees. You're gonna start with your hands long beside you, knees bent, feet flat on the mat. And start with some breathing here. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Let all the air escape from your body. Let your body melt down into the mat a little bit more. Another deep breath. And release. We're going to start sending that breath towards the back of your ribs bit by bit. So start with your hands around your rib cage, fingers in the front, thumbs in the back. Inhale. And as you exhale, feel those front ribs knit in towards one another. Keep them knitted and breathe into the sides and back of your ribs. And exhale, drawing that waist in. We're going to do 4 more breaths here. Feel how in each exhale, your waist wraps further in. Each inhale, your breath goes more towards the back of your ribs. 4, 2. And after that last one, you can have your hands long beside you on the mat. We're gonna do little tiny pelvic tucks, just 5. Exhale, draw your belly button in towards your spine and press your low back down onto the mat. Inhale and rock back into neutral. You can have your hands in a diamond shape with your thumbs together, fingertips together, creating this diamond with your hands. Thumbs on your belly button, fingers on your pubic bone. Exhale, drawing that belly button away from your thumbs, pressing that low back down. Feel how your index fingers curl up and in with your pubic bone. And then inhale and rock back into neutral for these last 3. Keep gently pressing into that brick so you start to feel your inner thighs turn on, connecting you into your pelvic floor. 4, 2. And final 1. Come right back into neutral. Arms are long beside you. You're going to gently press into that brick, again, getting those inner thighs to turn on even more. And you're going to exhale, tuck your pelvis, and slowly peel up into your bridge, going 1 bone at a time. Inhale at the top. And then exhale as you slowly melt back down. Coming right back into neutral. We're going to do 7 more like this. Pelvis tucks. And you peel up. Squeezing your glutes at the top, making sure you keep that pelvis tucked. And then inhale to slowly melt back down. Trying to get each vertebrae to tap down 1 at a time. We've got 5. If you start to feel like your low back is pinching, keep the bridge a little lower. Focus more on the tuck of your pelvis. Last 4. And 3. Two. And on this last one, you're gonna hold that bridge at the top. Keep that pelvis super tucked. Keep pressing into that brick. We're gonna go for little hip dips. Let your right hip dip an inch down and lift. Left hip dips an inch down and lift. Looking good. Keeping your chest centered the entire time. Keeping your knees squared off with each other. You're not letting your knees sway with your pelvis. That's gonna get your low back to act out. Keep it small. Keep it controlled. So we're really and going just for 4 more to each side. 3, 2, and once you're evened out to the left, you're going to hold your bridge up at the top. Beautiful. Maybe you tuck that pelvis. Work with your inner thighs. Inhale and gently release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Going here for 6, 5. We've got 4, 3, 2. Hold the squeeze on this last one. Can you squeeze your glutes? Come up a tiny inch higher. Tuck that pelvis a bit more. Holding it here for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come all the way back down. Coming right back into neutral as you inhale. Nice deep breath. Exhale, tuck your pelvis and peel right back up into that bridge. Holding it at the top. You might want to bring your heels in a little bit more for this one. You're going to exhale and lift those heels. Inhale and lower them. Exhale, heels lift. Inhale, they lower. Again, you're trying to keep your pelvis super steady. Whatever movement happens in your legs, it's coming from your ankles, and we're allowing your thigh bones to move in. Means that your pelvis and legs are doing 2 separate things at the same time. Pelvis is staying steady, legs are moving. That way we learn how to use our glutes instead of relying on our low back for a lot of things we do every day, like walking, running, going upstairs. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold up on this last one. Keep those heels lifted. Can you squeeze your glutes? Tuck that pelvis a bit more. Hold it here and pulses up and up. Squeezing your glutes, thrusting those hips up a tiny inch. Going here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up here. Squeeze that brick and then slowly melt all the way back down. Nice deep breath, coming right back into neutral. You can grab that brick, bring your knees in towards your chest, get a nice low back release. We got a couple variations left here. But this time we're gonna grab that brick or book. You're gonna place it underneath your right foot. Squared off on that brick or book. Left foot will be on the mat. Lie down once more. Make sure your feet are still about 6 bone distance apart so you can still fit about a fist between them. And you're going to exhale, tuck that pelvis and peel up into your bridge. Inhale at the top. Exhale to melt all the way back down. Automatically, you're going to feel your right leg, especially that right hamstring, working a little bit harder here because of that elevation. Even though your right foot is higher up, you still want to keep your pelvis squared off. So don't let your right hip go any higher than your left. We're going to do 5 more here. Nice and steady, 4, 4. 3, 2, and And on this next one, you're gonna hold that bridge at the top. I want you to press as much weight as you can into that right heel. Keep your hands down on the mat, and as you exhale, bring your left leg up to tabletop, and then march it right back down. Left leg comes up, and back down. So here, you're trying to keep that left hip lifted. Don't let it sink down. Keep it in line with your right. You want to feel like your thigh bone is hinging here at that hip, bringing your knee up, keeping it in that 90-degree angle. And you're still pressing deep into that right heel, lifting with your right side. Going for 5. And 4. 3. 2. On this last one, you're going to keep that left leg in tabletop, keep it lifted, pulses with that right leg, up an inch, up an inch. Keep that left knee reaching up and slightly forward so your left hip stays in line with your right. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, bring that left foot down, and then you can melt all the way back down. Nice deep breath here at the bottom, and we're going to switch sides. So you're going to bring that brick or buck underneath your left foot. Again, make sure your feet are still sits bone distance apart. Your foot is pretty centered on that brick, not too far forward or back. And once you've got your feet in position, you're going to exhale, tuck that pelvis and peel up into your bridge. And then melt. We're going to do 7 more here. Nice and steady. Again, if you feel that low back acting up, focus more on the tuck of your pelvis, not on how high up you go in that bridge. Last 4. We've got 2 more, and then we're holding that bridge at the top. And on this next one, you're going to hold that bridge at the top. Again, try to place as much weight as you can on that left leg, left heel. Keep your hips squared off. I like to have my hands on my hips to kind of feel where they are in space. And you're going to march your right leg up to the tabletop and back down. March the leg up and down. Keeping that pelvis tucked. Keep pressing with that left heel so we feel the work in that left glute. Going here for 5. Keeping that pelvis steady. Keeping both hip points squared off with each other. And 3. 2. Hold up on this last one. Keep that right knee reaching up and slightly forward, and pulse with that left leg. Up an inch, up an inch. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up here. Bring that right foot down, and then melt all the way back down. Beautiful. Bring your knees back in towards your chest. Nice deep breath. Okay, and then carefully come all the way up. You can move that brick off to the side. We're going to come onto all 4s. So I want you to have your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Feel like the crown of your head and tailbone are reaching long away from each other so your spine is nice and long. You're drawing those low abs up and in towards your spine, widening your collarbones out to the side. And you're going to reach your right arm and left leg out long. And back in. Then switch. Left arm, right leg, and back in. When you reach your arm and leg out, feel your fingertips and toes reaching away from each other. Keeping that length in your spine, keeping your core engaged. but also making sure that the lift of your leg is coming from your hamstring and glutes. If your leg goes too high up, you start to crunch in that low back, let those low abs sag down. Keep it long, keep that lift coming from that thigh muscle. We're gonna do 5 more to each side. And 4. 3. 2. And on this next one, hold that right arm, left leg long. Keep your toes and fingertips reaching long away. You're pressing into your left hand, lifting your chest a tiny inch further away from the mat. And you're gonna open that arm and leg an inch out and back in. Doing this windshield wiper motion. Going for 5. Keep those low abs drawing up and in towards your spine. 4. Don't let your shoulder hike up here. Don't let your chest sink. And on this last one, hold your arm and leg straight. Tiny pulses up an inch, up an inch, up an inch. 4, 5, 4, 3, squeezing from that butt. And last one, bring that arm and leg back down. We're switching sides. Nice deep breath, and as you exhale, arm and leg reach out long. Again, open that arm and leg an inch out and in, like that windshield wiper motion. Keep pressing into the pinky side of your right hand. Lift your chest away so we feel engagement in your serratus, which is that armpit muscle, and your upper abs. Last 3 here. 2. After this last one, hold. Tiny pulses up an inch, up an inch, up an inch. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that arm and leg back down. You're gonna bring your forearms down onto the mat. Keep them about as wide as your shoulders. Keep your low abs drawing up and in towards your spine. And don't let your gaze turn up so that you crunch in your neck. Keep your gaze down towards the mat, creating this long line of your spine, neck, and the crown of your head. You're gonna keep your left knee bent. Squeeze that heel in towards your butt, and we're gonna do little tiny pulses here. Pressing that heel up towards the ceiling. Going for 7. Keep that heel pointing up, drawing in towards your butt so we really feel your hamstring working. Don't sway all the way to the right. You want to still keep those hips squared off like we were doing in those bridges. 4, 3, 2. Hold on this last one. You're going to straighten that leg out and draw it back in. Leg straightens out and back in. 4, 5. Keeping that thigh bone lifted the entire time. Don't let it sink down as your knee bends. Keep it up for 3 and 2. Hold the squeeze on this last one. Lower that leg down. You're going to stay on your right leg, opening that left leg to the side now and back in. Side and back in. Kind of looks like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. I know, super romantic imagery here. Going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold up on this last one and tiny pulses. Up, up, up. Squeezing here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring that leg back down. Lean back here, straighten those arms for a nice breath. Roll those shoulders back if you need to. And then come back into that quadruped position. Again, forearms are nice and wide, pressing down on the mat. Knees are underneath your hips. You feel your sits bones flaring back. Draw that right heel in towards your butt. And press your heel up towards the ceiling. So you want to feel your hamstring and that muscle activate, which feel your thigh meets your butt. Pressing up here, 4, 6, 4, 4. Last 2. Hold it here, straightening that right leg out and drawing that heel back in towards your butt. Again, keep that right hip pointing down to the mat, not out to the side. That's going to help keep your hips squared off. We've got 3 and 2. Last 1. Hold that squeeze. Bring that right leg down. Open it out to the side. 4, 7. Open that leg out to the side, keeping it bent. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here on this last one. Tiny pulses. Going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg back down. Nice deep breath. We're going to stay on our forearms and we're going to move out into our plank. So here, tuck your toes. Press all the way out into your plank. And we're going to just shift our weight forward and back. Forward and back. Keeping those collarbones wide open. Low abs drawing in. Last 4, 3, 2. Hold the weight back towards your heels. You're going to open that left leg an inch out and back in. Right leg an inch out and back in. We're going to do 5 more to each side. Looking good. Last 3 to each side. Keep that butt low. 4, 2. Last set. And you can bend your knees. Go into a child's pose here. Nice deep breath. Good. We're going to grab your yoga brick or the book and you're going to place it on the mat. Make sure it's a long way. For this, you're going to stand on the brick. And you're going to bring that left foot so it's level with your right as if you were actually standing on another brick with that left foot. Start with your hips squared off here. Try to press a little bit into the inside of your right arch. And you're going to let that left heel sink down towards the mat and then pick it right back up. Left heel sinks down and right back up. We're going to do this for 8 more. And you're going to feel how your right hip and butt start to warm up. They're controlling this shift of your hips. Because we're also standing on a yoga brick, which is kind of unstable, your ankles should be firing up as well. They're doing a ton of work, just micromanaging your balance. We've got 5, 4, 3, last 2. And on this last one, you're going to hold, soften your right knee, bring that left leg back and lean your chest forward. Keep that left leg reaching long. And then straighten that right leg, bring that left knee in. Left leg goes long, chest goes forward, soften that right knee. And then stand. Move as slowly as you need to here. Again, we want to focus on maintaining balance, keeping both hip points squared off. There's going to be a tendency to want to let your left hip open up to the side. Going here for 4. We've got 2. Beautiful. And on this next one, reach that left leg long. Keep that right knee soft. Hands can come in front of your chest. You're going to just pulse down an inch and up an inch. Down an inch and up. 4, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it down here on this last one. Can you sink a little deeper? Keep that left leg reaching long for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully step down. Nice deep breath. You're going to shake that right leg off. Good. And we're going to switch sides. So you can bring that brick underneath your left foot. We're going to start again with that tail wag. So bring your right foot up to meet your left, standing on that imaginary brick. Try to keep leaning in onto that right left arch. And you're going to let that right heel sink down and come back up. Sink down and back up. Really nice. Again, we're going to do 8 more here. Nice and steady. You might notice that one side is easier to do than the other. Again, that's completely fine. We tend to have better balance on our dominant side. So if you're right-handed, your right side, left-handed, your left. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. After that last one, you're going to hold your right foot level with your left. Soften that left knee. Sweep that right leg back. Chest leans forward. And then straighten that left leg. Right knee comes in. Right leg goes back. Knee bends. And stand. Looking good here. Again, if this does not feel good to do on the brick, you could also try doing this without the brick or book. It's challenging enough as it is just standing on a floor. We've got 5 more. Nice and steady here, just 3 more. And on this last one, you're going to hold that chest forward, right leg back. Keep that left knee soft. You're going to pulse down an inch and up. Down an inch and up. Going here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it low on this last one. Keep it low for 5 and 4. Keep that right leg reaching long for 2. And after that last one, you can step off, shake that leg off, nice deep breath. Place that brick off the side. We're going to lie down on our left side. You're going to be propped up on your left forearm. You're going to lie down on your left side. Make sure you got your left elbow underneath your shoulder. You've got your hips nice and stacked. Bring your right leg forward. Left leg goes out long. For here, we're going to go for lifts of that left leg. So lift that leg up an inch and down, up an inch and down. It's a very small movement, but it gets your inner thighs to engage like crazy. Going here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Keep that leg lifted. Really nice. For 3 and 2 and 1. Excellent. You're going to lower that leg back down. Bend your knees. We're going to go for this kneeling side plank. So you want your knees stacked, hips and shoulders are lined up. Press into that left forearm and lift your hips off Again, you keep pressing that forearm and lifting your chest away so we've got your core engaged here for support. All you're going to do is lift that right leg up and back down. Up and down. Getting that right glued knee, which is that side hip and butt muscle, to squeeze and work as you lift that leg. But keep your hips squared off. Right hip sink back. We've got 3, 2. After this last one, rest your leg down, hip dips. Let your hips dip down and up, down and up. 4, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Really nice. We're going to combine those two. So you're going to dip down, and as you lift, lift your leg. Lower leg as your hip dips, lifts with your leg. 4, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest back down. Nice deep breath. We're going to do the opposite side. So here you're lying down on your right side. Again, right leg is long. You're going to have that left foot forward. Make sure you've got your elbow underneath your shoulder. You're pressing to that forearm and gently lifting your chest away. And we're going to lift that right leg up an inch and down. Up an inch and down. Again, it's a very small movement. Going here for 5, 3, 2, hold it up on this last one, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest it back down. You're going to stack your legs, keep your knees bent, make sure your shoulders and hips are lined up with one another, and as you exhale, press up into that side plank. Good. For here, again, we're going to just start with those clamshells. So you're going to lift that left leg and bring it down. Nice and steady, squeezing that left glute med for this work. We've got 5, 3, 2, and after this last one, rest that leg down, hip dips, inch down and up, down and up. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it here, good. We're going to combine those two movements, hip dips down, lift, lift your leg. Hip dips, leg lifts, good. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, excellent. Rest back down, nice deep breath. Good. So for here, carefully come all the way back up to standing. You're going to grab that brick and you're going to grab just one of your towels. You're going to stand on the brick with your right foot. And you're going to have your left toes on that towel. So here you want to make sure the towel is on a slippery surface. It'll slide with more ease. Keep that left leg straight. Find a slight lean forward of your chest. You're going to come down into a lunge. Press into that right heel to come back in. Down into a lunge. And in. Again, you can do this without the brick. Going here, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, holding it down here on this last one. Keep that chest forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can bring your hands on your hips, bend that left knee in and out long. Left knee in and out long. Going here for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way back up. Nice deep breath here. You're going to bring your foot, if you're still on that brick, make sure it's on the ball of your feet are on the center of the brick. You've got your heel hanging off. You're going to slowly slide down. I'm going to move this brick forward a bit. You're going to slide down. Hold that lunge at the bottom. Keep that right knee over your heel and ankle. You're going to lift your heel and lower. Heel lifts and lowers. Going here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it up and tiny pulses down an inch and up. Down an inch and up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And carefully come all the way back up. Shake that leg off. We're going to do it on the opposite side. So grab that towel. You're going to place your left foot on the brick. Again, have the whole foot on first. Right toes on the towel, close enough on the edge of your mat so that your right foot can slide back and forth on the floor. Soften that left knee. You're going to lunge down, lean your chest forward, and then stand. Make sure you got pretty solid foot placement on the brick. We're going to do 6 more here. And 4. 3, 2. Holding it down here on this last one. We're holding nice and steady. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it low. You're going to bend that right knee and straighten. Right knee bends and straightens. Again, make sure your hips are squared off here. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And stand. Nice deep breath. You're going to bring the ball of your foot against the center of that brick. Make sure your heel is just gently hanging off. Soften your knee, lean your chest forward, and come down into your lunge. Holding that lunge here at the bottom, lifting and lowering your left heel. Going for 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up, tiny pulses. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way back up. Good. Shake it off. Place that brick off the side. You can place that towel off the side as well. We're going to go for our final plank. Beautiful. So you're going to take that brick, take that towel, place them off to the side. We're going to go for our final plank. You're going to have your hands on the mat, tuck your toes, coming all the way out. Beautiful. So you're going to lift that right leg up and open it out to the side, bringing it back in and down. Left leg comes up, opens out to the side, back in and down. Really nice. Going here just for 5 more to each side. And 3. We've got one last set. Hold the plank here for 10 seconds. Keep drawing those low abs in. 4, 5, 3. And after that last one, bring your knees down and child's pose. Nice breath here. You're gonna carefully bring that right leg forward. We're gonna go for a little pigeon stretch. Left leg stays long. Make sure that your right shin is kind of parallel to the front edge of your mat. Hands are forward supporting you here. That way you can control how much weight you want to place down on your body for the stretch. Just remember to exhale as you sink a little deeper into your stretch, so we're really letting those muscles relax. And switch. Excellent. Carefully come to kneeling. You're going to bring your right foot forward. Lightly tuck your pelvis and lean forward, helping you find a bit of length in that hip flexor. Looking good. Coming back in, you're going to bend your left knee. Grab onto that foot with your right hand. You can pull that heel in towards your butt a bit more for a little deeper stretch. And you're going to twist your chest open to the right. And carefully let go. Lean back into your heel, find this nice hamstring stretch. You can curl your right toes in towards your face, adding a little extra sensation there. And coming back up, switching sides. Tuck your pelvis, lean forward. Coming back up, bending that right knee, grabbing onto your foot with your left hand. You can pull that heel in towards your butt a bit more and twist your chest open to the left. Really nice. Let go, come back to center, and sit back into that right heel. Lean your chest forward, helping you find a bit of length in that left hamstring. Again, you can curl your toes in if you want a little added sensation there. One more breath here. And then carefully coming back up. And that was it. Hope you enjoyed Hump Day Bum Day.